5-minute #1 podcast in the universe. We live in Denver, Colorado with an Aurora legend, Eband, man. What's going on?
What's up? It's Eband, aka Sauce-tastic Eband. You know, I'm just getting it in, bro, you know.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you for coming on.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you having me. It's a pleasure.
Hell yeah, man. So let's just get right into it. So you originally born in Aurora, or where were you born?
Yeah, originally I was born in Denver, but I was raised in Aurora. Goddamn, you know, those are the stomping grounds coming up. Goddamn, yeah, you know, always been in Aurora. You know, all my homies and most of the people I know came up from the A, but you know, I still got family out in like Florida, Atlanta, Texas, Pearson, Texas, Dallas, Texas. So I'm, you know, St. Louis. You know, I got family all over. So.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to touch on that during the interview.
For sure.
So you said you were born in Denver?
Born in Denver, raised in Aurora. I got down.
What part of Denver, or what hospital?
I think I would say Rose. Somewhere, yeah, Rose.
What part of Denver is that?
Shit, honestly, I'm not sure really. I think it's like downtown.
Okay.
Probably if I think about it, like towards that area. But yeah, I came up in the A, strictly in the A. You know, when I was young, I went to goddamn Aurora Academy and shit over there.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. So.
When did you move to Aurora?
Shit, when I was like 2, little baby.
So from what you remember, is just
Aurora. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Aurora?
Shit, Mississippi and Chambers, Alameda, Peoria, fucking.
Right in the middle of all that shit.
Yeah, bro. From Hamden and Tower to fucking, you know, almost everywhere in Aurora. I don't, you know, I know where everything is. You know, if I'm going somewhere, I don't need no GPS or nothing, you know.
Right.
But yeah, just, you know, like in the heart of the A. In the heart of the A, for sure.
Okay, so you came up in Aurora.
Yeah.
The reason I laughed when you said Mississippi and Chambers is because this dude just went viral. You probably saw the video of the dude singing out in front of the King Super.
Oh, yeah. Man, I seen his ass a few times. There was one time I seen his ass just standing up on top of the fucking, like right by the light, standing up on this big ass steel box, just with his headphones in, going crazy, like.
Is he like a known rapper out here? Is he
I don't know, bro. I just seen the nigga. I was like, shit, that nigga turned up. He enjoyed his day, but you know, I don't know. I thought he was ahead or something, really, but I was just like, shit, you know, get it how you live.
You think Savvy said he want to hop on a song with him? You think that's a smart move? Or?
I feel like that would be tight as fuck. If you ask me, like that would be some tight ass shit. Just because that was something for the culture out here, something for the city.
Facts.
You know, so I would say that's a good move.
Oh, yeah, man.
I would encourage that 100%.
Nah, it's real. Okay, so let's kind of get into your background story a little bit. So growing up, were you like playing sports or anything like that before the music?
Yeah, growing up, you know, I played a little football and I was young as fuck, like 9, 10, and it was cool, but I've always been a basketball baby. That's my first love before even rap, you know. Basketball. I love basketball. I still dunk on a nigga to this day.
You can dunk?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Everybody want to come see me at the court, let me know. We can get it in.
Let them know.
For shit show. But yeah, I was playing sports, man, and that's actually only the thing, you know, that's one of the things that got me through school was basketball. Because, you know, I went to Gateway, you know.
Oh, okay.
That shit at the time was just, you know, a lot of fuck shit going on, a lot of negativity. And basketball was really what kept me going and my grades and everything like that. So, I mean, yeah, I was playing sports and, you know, getting into shit just like everybody else, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Gateway is definitely one of the most known high schools in Aurora for sure.
Hell yeah,
that shit going down for sure.
That shit, I could say that shit. You know, I don't know, that shit was a life-changing experience. You know, some people didn't make it out of school, and some people was like, fuck that shit. And
did you end up graduating?
hell yeah, I graduated in 2012, May
Oh,
2012.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, I had to, man. I couldn't be, you know, trying to chase after my education. You know, especially at like as a grown ass you know what I'm saying, grown ass nigga. I couldn't trying to be chase my education and build brands and do all this extra shit. You know, I had to knock that shit out the way.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's important. You know what I'm saying, that you got that diploma, because I feel like a lot of folks, especially in the rap industry, you know what I'm saying, don't necessarily have that. So that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, I did the goddamn graduated, and then I did like 2 years at UNC Greeley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, like just for school, or did you play sports or anything up there?
No, I wanted to play sports, but I didn't really get a motherfucking, you know, scholarship. We wasn't really getting a lot of looks, you know, at our school and shit, and it was what it was. But you know, I still wanted to get some you know, education under my belt, you know, because that shit is important out here, especially, you know, just trying to elevate and trying to be successful. You know, you got to have something that you know, or some type of knowledge about something, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how that shit went.
Okay, no, that's real. So you played basketball in high school,
Yeah.
football when you were younger. What position were you in basketball?
Basketball, I was shooting guard, so I kind of like alternated from the 1 and the 2, you know. Sometimes when it was like smaller, the opponents were smaller, I was the 3, you know.
Yeah.
But you know,
was Gateway pretty good when you went there in basketball?
My freshman year, we was hella good. That's when the Gateway vs Rangeview games was like fucking NBA games. And they was throwing shit off the backboard and dunking it and all that shit. But as far as the progression, you know, it was all right. You know, I'm not gonna say it was like phenomenal. We was tight. The team was cool, but it was just like the dynamics of how everything was going at the time wasn't all the way up to par. So it just didn't, you know, work out for everybody.
Okay. And then you said you went to Greeley for a couple years. What made you want to go to UNC?
The main reason why I was trying to hit UNC is because, you know, a few of my good homies was going up there too, and I wasn't trying to go to like Metro or nothing, so I was just like, why not, you know, go see what's up in a, you know, in a little different city and check out how school is and shit, you know. So that's what really wanted, like, you know, kind of inspired me, because I was like, man, you know, some of my niggas is going up there, why not, you know. So when I got accepted, I was like, yep.
Shout out UNC, shout out Greeley. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I tap in out there, that should be stinking.
Yeah, that shit stank up there. Yeah, that's the farmland and shit up there,
but no, they got good. They're a D1 school.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got good athletics and shit. So shout out.
Yeah. I got family members that has graduated from UNC and shit. So.
Oh, okay. So you was continuing like the family.
Yeah.
No, that's real. Okay. And then what were you studying there? Like, what were you?
I was just studying some goddamn business managing.
Oh, okay.
Like, just little shit, just regular classes, nothing like super crazy, you know. Just wanted to get something going, you know. Didn't want to be graduated and, you know, like fucking my shit up at the end, you know.
Now, business is a good degree. It's very versatile.
Yeah. I learned a lot, but yeah, that shit was pretty cool, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I had a lot of good times up there and shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you went for 2 years, and then like what happened? You were just kind of done with school, or?
I went for 2 years, and then the reason why I stopped going to college is because I had my first daughter, and I was just like, fuck it, you know, I gotta take care of my little one, you know, and I'd rather put my money and time into that, you know, besides trying to stress out of school. And plus, I was just like, man, I graduated, so, you know, I can figure this shit out later. I can always do 2 more years of college whenever I wanted to. But, I mean, as far as now, I don't see myself.
You don't want to finish it?
Not really. I mean, if I do ever go back to school for some shit, it would be like some music shit, some graphic design and shit, or some shit that I like to do, you know, some shit that's going to help me cultivate my craft and do the shit I need to do. You know, I don't want to be, you know, if I'm,
just bullshit,
yeah, like if I got to, you know, I want to do some shit that makes me happy at the end of the day, you know, so. Yeah, I had my first daughter, and I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to just do his best, you know, and take care of my little one, first things first, you know.
That's real. So what was life like during that time when you found out you were about to have a kid? Like, was it very motivating? Like, how was it? Was it stressful? Like,
hell yeah, that shit was stressful, but it is what it is, man, you know. When I found out I was about to have a kid, I was trying to be on some family shit, you know, just like how this shit's supposed to be. And it, you know, it was stressful, but you know, I just had to push through it, because at the end of the day, I was thinking to myself, like, it's not about me, you know, it's about my little one. So whatever I'm going through, I gotta strive through that shit to make it work. You know, especially because I had a daughter, so I'm just like, yeah, I can't be out here fucking shit up like that.
Like, when did it hit you, though? Like, because, you know, the months leading up to it, you know what I'm saying, you're preparing, whatever. But
right.
When the baby actually comes, does it kind of hit different? You're like, oh, like, baby's actually...
Yeah, that shit is way different, bro. I mean, the preparation of the, you know, is one thing, you know, you got to go through. You know, that stress and shit, but yeah, when you had the child, it just like, you know, it hits you. It's like real. It's like reality. It hits you like boom. You know, like you actually have. You know, I was like, damn, I'm actually having a baby. And shit. So yeah, it hit me, but it was a motherfucking good experience for me. You know, it helped me. I don't know. It helped me grow up more in a sense, I would say.
No, that's real.
For sure.
Okay. So, you know, you have the kid and you just, you know, finish 2 years of college. First let me ask this, like, how was life growing up for you? Like, was, you know, your parents, was that situation good with your parents? Like, how was that? You know, we don't have to talk about it, but I like to kind of get deep, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a therapy session in a way, you feel me?
For real. Nah, I would say, yeah, my situation, you know, with my parents and shit, it wasn't always perfect, but they did their best, you know, to try to, you know, because I have 2 sisters, and, you know, I'm the oldest, so they did their best to try to, you know, keep us right and keep us, you know, respectful and manners and keep us out of trouble and, you know, put us up on the shelf. But yeah, they did their best, man. You know, at the end of the day, they you know, they didn't work out, but you know, a lot of parents don't. So, but as far as that, you know, I couldn't really dwell on it too much, because I had, you know, I gotta keep moving forward regardless. So. Yeah, you know, they did their best. You know, I love my parents. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. You know, I love y'all. Bob-L, you know how we rocking.
So, that's real.
For sure, so.
Okay. So do you ever feel like people judge you, or like just assume, oh, he's a rapper, he probably didn't go to college? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you kind of surprise people when you let them know, like, I was actually not, like, I got my diploma, I went to college for a couple years. Like, do you ever feel that?
It just depends on the crowd that I'm around, because some niggas don't even give a fuck. Some niggas don't give a fuck what you doing, if you graduated, if you're not. But yeah, I mean, some, you know, people judge, I just, you know, do me. At the end of the day, the real people that know me, you know, they know that shit is very important to get your education and do the right thing, you know. Have integrity, you know, do the right thing when nobody's looking and shit. So that's kind of, you know, some of the things that I've learned from going to school and just, you know, taking care of family when it's essential, you know. So, yeah.
Okay, so, you know, you went to college, about to have a kid. When did the music, you know, when did you start falling in love with music? Was this from when you were younger, or like when did that kind of come about?
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. My dad, he used to like make his little recordings and shit in the crib. And
oh, your dad, he made music?
Yeah, he made his little what that shit was. At that time, it was like kind of cassette tapes and shit. So, and like this.
No YouTube or Instagram.
Yeah, like burning CDs and shit. But at that point, you know, I was still doing my basketball thing, and I was like, man, you know, fuck that shit. But I just, you know, probably at the end of high school was when I probably was just like, man, you know, because I would be the one from school that always had the new ass songs and shit.
Oh,
like the new mixtapes and Lil Wayne and fucking LimeWire and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, all the exclusive ass shit. I would, you know, sometimes even back then when niggas went to a party, they have a nigga throw their phone on and shit.
Yeah.
Cause I had all the shit. And then I remember one of my classmates was telling me one day, he was like, bro, you gonna be on one day. And I didn't really understand it. And he was just like, bro, you might as well just, you know, you might as well try to make your own song because you always playing the new shit. And I was just like, what? And then from there, that shit kind of stuck to me, kind of stuck in my head. And then, you know, I started writing some shit. You know, I started trying to get, you know, my writing going. And I was writing for a good year and a half before I did my first song because at that point, I didn't even know how I could even record it or what to do or like, you know, where to go, who to hit up to get a song out or, you know, do my shit. So I started my music though in like 2015, 2014.
That's when you first started like dropping and stuff?
That's just when I first started like recording shit, like just, you know, trying to find my voice and you know, see how I sound and shit like that. I'll never forget this shit. But I was writing one day. I was on the motherfucking bus. I was on the goddamn 15L going to my baby mama house, and I was writing on the bus and shit, like writing some songs. And then this one dude was like, "Hey, bro, will you listen to my song real quick?" He was like, "Listen to this. Let me know if you like it." So I'm listening to it. I'm bobbing to it and bobbing it. I'm like, "This shit is hard." And he's like, "Bro, that's my shit." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know, I'll be recording and all this shit." And I was just like, "Damn, bro, hook me up. Let's, you know, let me get your info. I'm trying to get in the studio one time." And then he was like, "I'm on the way to the studio right now. You want to come?" And then I just got off the bus with this nigga and we went to the studio. And that's how I recorded my first song. My nigga's name is Ben Lethal. Shout out Ben Lethal. You know, you my nigga 4L. But yeah, that's how all this shit started. And I was just like, damn. From there, it just was, I never looked back. And then even, you know, with my first song, I was just like, you know, I was thinking to myself after I was recording, like, nigga, I suck. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it was just like, the people around me, you know, was motivating me. It was just like, bro, you got a good voice. You know, you keep going, you know, don't give up.
Right.
And it just inspired me. And now I'm E-Bands, big E-Bands, South Static E-Bands, you know. I made a way for myself from that shit. People was hating on me and people was, you know. But
so
I just
E-Bands from the beginning then?
No, it used to be E-Benz, but then
as in like a Mercedes-Benz type?
Like EBINS.
Okay.
But when I started first rapping and shit, I got caught up with, you know, a little label and shit, and it was cool and all, but it was just like, you could tell the dude who was trying to run this shit was just trying to finesse everybody and do fuck shit. So after that situation, which actually like lasted for like a year or two, I was just like, man, I'm about to branch off and do my own shit. Like, you know, I know the connects, I know where to go to rap, I know how to write my own shit, you know. And at that point, I just started doing my own shit.
Okay, no, that's dope.
You know?
We're gonna dive back into that, but a couple things I wanted to ask. Earlier you brought up you had some family down south, like Atlanta, Houston, and stuff like that. Where are your inspirations from with music, or who did you listen to growing up a lot? You know what I'm saying? Given, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, like I hear you have your own unique sound, so don't get it wrong, but I hear kind of like a southern influence in some of your music. So yeah, who kind of inspired you?
My favorite artist coming up was strictly from Atlanta. Like, I was listening to Young Jeezy a lot, Thug Motivation 101. I don't know if niggas know, but I was listening to Boys in the Hood. Outkast. Outkast was big for me because, you know, they have a good vibe to them and shit.
Man, Future was connected with Outkast.
Yeah,
people don't even know that.
That's how I literally started listening to like Future and fucking Gucci Mane was one of the biggest artists I used to listen to. Like, my mom used to be pissed off sometimes, like, turn that shit up.
Yeah.
You know, she a church lady, so.
My mom was the same.
Yeah,
she was
man.
listening to like Elvis and shit.
Yeah, bro. They was like,
she was on my ass.
What else? Texas, you know, that's another big influence. Bun B, Project Pat, and all them niggas.
Some real people.
I don't know if Project Pat is from Texas, but UGK, Pimp C, DJ Screw, you know, that chopped and screwed shit used to be my shit. Who else was I growing up listening to? I don't know. It was a gang of artists, bro. Lil Wayne for shit show, all the time. Lil Wayne, every mixtape I was bumping that shit, word for word, every album. Who else? Currency. I was listening to a lot of New Orleans shit too, like Currency. You know, this is like when I'm getting into high school. Currency, Wiz Khalifa was one of my favorites. Future, Thug, for shit show, Thug.
Free Thug.
Yeah, Free Thug. Free Thug for shit show. Who else? Man, I was listening to a lot of shit, but my favorite music was coming out of Atlanta, like when I was young, even when I was young.
They still say it's like the hip hop like epicenter, really.
Yeah, and I was listening to a little bit. My dad had us listening to a little bit of Jay-Z, Blueprint, all the Blueprints, the Black Album, all that shit. I heard. This is when I like kind of found out about Kanye West and shit like that, cause there was one day I was like, Dad, is that Kanye West on Jay-Z's album? And then that's when Kanye West started dropping his shit, so I was a fan of Kanye. I listened to some conscious shit too, like Common, and my dad had me like on some underground rap, like Little Brother, Fonte.
Damn, you had a deep catalog you were listening to.
Yeah, bro, there was so much shit, bro. I can't really think about every, artist, but my favorite specific city was Atlanta, period. And then it would be Texas, and then New York. We was listening to some Cali shit too, a little bit too.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, Corrupt and all that shit, you know.
Okay.
Just good music, bro. Like, good music. I like good music, period. Like, I don't like stagnant ass music. The shit that always sounds the same, or like repetitive ass shit. I like, syllables, and I like conscious shit, but it's not bad. I like drill a nigga and fucking trap out the fucking bando. I remember when Migos came out.
Oh,
yeah, like I was listening to like almost everything I could get my hands onto, really.
Okay, bet, man. All right, let's dive back into the story. So, you said you was with a rap group or a kind of a label when you first started, or?
Yeah, I was kind of with like this little label. Cause
what was it called?
It was like called Yo Hood Studios or some shit like that. And I was doing that shit for a little minute, and then I just didn't like it. I mean, it was, I felt where, you know, I felt where the intentions and everything, and I, you know, what niggas was trying to be on, but it just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't me. Like, it just wasn't me. And at the end of the day, I still talk to a lot of the niggas from there, but, cause we was all cool and shit, but it was just like, it wasn't professional. It wasn't like the vision that I was seeing myself actually be on as far as an artist, cause, you know, it actually helped me, you know, get to where I am right now. But also that was just me too. Like it was always in me, you know. So I had to elevate from that shit, you know, and do my own thing from there.
Okay, bet. And then were there any other rap groups or labels or anything you were kind of working with, or?
So after that, I started working with what that shit called. It wasn't really a rap group, but I had this dude, he was like trying to manage me. So I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, we can do some shit, we can do some business. And then from there, I started bringing in my connects. You know, bringing them to the studio and showing them, you know, who I fuck with as far as artists and who's my favorite producers and shit out here. And that shit went cool for a while too, but it was kind of like the first situation. It was like, they was just trying to like, you know, own all the rights and all this and all that. And I'm just like, bro, we're not even on, like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be eating together. You can't be trying to take credit. And we would go to the studio sometimes, and the engineer would call me like, hey, your manager, he forgot to pay and all this shit. And I'm just like, bro, you just doing bad business, and I can't be around that shit. So after that, I started working with Ray Reed, Finesse Gang, and that shit, you know, Ray put me on a different, Ray put me on kind of a different avenue as far as the city, you know, ranking and shit. So at that point, I was like, I felt like I was doing good, and I was fucking, like, you know, I was paying for my own shit, and that's how bro reached out to me. He was like, hey, we need to talk, whoop-de-whoop. And I always was a fan of Ray Reed, especially as a local artist and shit. So I was just like, hell yeah. But before that, I was like doing music with like Trev, and then this one video I did with AP is what had got me, you know, in the door like that. Yeah, dope. I'll never forget that shit. But that's what kind of got me in the door with Ray, and we started doing a lot of music and fucking shows. We was turning shit up, you know. Bro was like, he was like, you know, more of a big brother to me in the music, but he was still considered like my manager, you know what I'm saying? But he taught me shit that I can't, some shit I still know to this day. It wasn't even about music. It was about like, you know, making sure shit is straight, making sure you know, making your dollar too, not wasting your money on shit that's not gonna help you type shit. Right. So, but yeah, I was on Finesse Gang for a long time, and that was my shit. And then, unfortunately, me and bro just fell out over some shit, and you know, I was, you know, that shit hurt my soul, cause, you know, I was like, that's my motherfucking big bro and shit. You know, we went through a lot of motherfucking shit, and I don't know, that shit just, you know, that shit eventually fell out at the end. But, you know, no love lost, you know, me and bro, we butted our heads and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was what it was, you feel me? Like, I can't, you know, dwell on it. Like I said, I still got to keep moving forward, but, no hard feelings and shit. I still got down. Genuinely, I still got love for my nigga Ray. We ain't talking in a minute and shit, and we exchanged some words to each other that wasn't cool, But, at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. I still wish Brody the best, and I hope he's staying motivated and elevated, and hopefully, if it's meant to be, I see him again and we get back on some shit or not, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I can't let that type of shit bring you down, because that's the type of shit that makes me who I am,
Right.
The situations and the fucking, in the fallouts and shit, sometimes you fall out with a nigga, but you gotta keep going, and you gotta keep striving. But I do know that shit did make me some of the artist I am today, for sure.
Yeah, everything does. For sure.
Yeah.
So you, what was the Colorado scene like then when you first started? Or not when you first started, but when you started tapping in with like Ray Reed and like Trev and AP, what was the scene like then compared to now?
Let me think. I don't know. I just felt like, as far as the Colorado scene, that they was like the biggest artists out here. Like, if you ask them about Colorado music, that's who they mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some other artists too, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the same now, but I feel like there's more artists, stepping out their box now and actually trying to do something. And there's some artists that's like, yeah, this is my first song, and I'd be like, nigga, that shit is hard.
Yeah.
There's just more people like actually chasing their dreams and shit, and not scared to do, to follow what they want to do.
Right.
Not just with the music, but the music can turn into you starting a clothing business with somebody,
right,
or networking. But I don't know. I feel like it just got bigger. If you would ask me, it just the scene has gotten more bigger. There's more exposure out here. There's more people out of state looking into Denver. Like, hey, we need to see who's hard out here.
Right.
It wasn't really like that. Back in those days, we was just trying to shut down Colorado, at that point.
Right.
But
so now the goal is, I mean, yeah, of course you want to put on for the state, but
right.
The goal is more, okay, like how can we tap in outside of Colorado?
Right.
Tap in with major artists and labels and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. My bad, go ahead.
No, you good. I was just going to say, like, that's the thing that's going to open the door for Colorado artists. And not just artists, Colorado singers, Colorado clothing brands and shit like that. It's like tapping in outside of the state. Tapping in outside of the state. I'll never forget one time Trev told me that. He's like, bro, you hard, but you got to get out of the state. You got to get heard outside somewhere else than this. And he's right. Shit, for real.
Thanks. How do you feel about the infrastructure of Colorado outside of the rappers since then? Like, as far as the media platforms, the studios, the producers.
I feel like
videographers, all that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that shit is all coming together. If you ask me, like the videographers is stupid nice.
Used to not be like that.
It's just all coming together. Producers, the beats used to be hard like those days, but they're just getting harder and harder and harder. And there's people coming out with harder shit each and every day. Media platforms, we never really had a blog or anything back in those days either. So yeah, I feel like Mile High Minute is goddamn essential to the rap scene out here right now.
I appreciate
and
that.
It's making that shit just bubble, because even if it's some fucking controversy about some shit, people was watching that shit. People was like,
they entertained by that.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, you know, they're tapping into that shit, and some people gonna hate, and some people is gonna be motivated. Like, oh man, I'm about to. Okay, well, wait till my shit come out, type shit. You know, like.
Right.
So yeah, there's more blogs and shit coming out, but yeah, I don't know. I would feel like I said, My Harmony is probably the best blog platform out here right now for any type of music at all. If you ask me, because I haven't seen anybody else pop out with another blog except that one blog, Gold Sync or something. I don't know.
Gold Island Music.
Yeah, Gold Island Music. Yeah, that's like the other blog that I've been seeing out here. But otherwise, people have been trying to tap in with the blogs like Say Cheese, Rap TV, No Jumper, you know, and that's part of the stepping out of the motherfucking box and going, because those motherfucking is out of state.
Thanks.
So that's getting you exposure from everywhere, because that's a, you know, nationwide blog, you know. Those are nationwide bloggers and you know, posts and shit, especially on Instagram and all their platforms.
But that's what I look at as competition.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you, but yeah, you gotta keep doing your thing, bro. That shit's making it, you know, people gonna like it or they not, whatever, but they still gonna see it. So it's like you doing something right.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to talk about. So I heard about your name before this song, this visual.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the first visual from you that really caught my eye, where I was like, okay, he makes good music. Like I'm actually tuning in. Was the face tats.
Okay. Yeah.
That, like obviously you've been making music. You got albums, the Sauce-tastic series, the Eband Show series. Before that, but when I seen that visual, I was like, okay, like he really got some energy in that song. The video was hard.
Yeah.
Like you really like put it all together, and like you were telling a story too while you were making the song. It was fun and energetic, but you were also telling like your real life story.
Right.
So I want to get into that visual a little bit. How did face tats come together?
Man, face tats came together when because I started just getting tatted, just blasting my motherfucking shit. And
was it just as motivation for the rap shit, or what was the reason behind it?
I would say it was some motivation, but I was going through like some pain and shit too in my life, and I don't know, just that getting tatted up is one of my, you know, therapies for me. Like I like getting tatted, pain therapy. That's something that I like. I've always liked tattoos, but it's just like, at that point I was just like, fuck it, you know. But yeah, rap was one of the motivations, but everything that is on my face is like meaningful, you know, words and encouraging shit. So, but face tats came together. I was in the studio, and my bro told me, you know, the beat was loading up, and I was like kind of rapping this shit to him, and he was like, I like that shit, bro, but he was like, talk about that shit that you're going through right now, you know, talk about put a little pain in there. And he heard the beat, and I was like, yeah, you right, you know.
Yeah, I ain't heard that beat anywhere else.
Yeah, so I just recorded the song and shit, and then I was, you know, the song was so fucking hard that at that point I was just like, man, I need to get a visual to this bitch right now, like ASAP. So I started tapping in with the videographers, and then I tapped in with my nigga Nutfake. Shout out my nigga Nutfake, one of the best videographers ever, period.
Yeah, he go hard, for sure.
Hard as fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about it. That nigga's hard. But I've known Nut. We've known each other since high school. Like we used to, you know, I've known this nigga. He used to be a photographer. He used to do my photo shoots and everything. And then I just sent bro the song one day. I was like, bro, I really need a video. Like, I hit up a few people and I had to pick and choose. But Nut was like, hey, bro, I got you. You know, let's link and let's do this and let's do that. So I linked up with him, and then, you know, we smoked and chilled, listened to the song in the whip, and he was like, yeah, bro, let's shoot this shit. And then I just told him my idea, which was totally, different from how the video came out.
Yeah.
Because we was just supposed to shoot at the pool and do some tight ass scenes at this one pool. But my other homie was hitting me up 2 days before. He was like, Eband, I know you wanted to shoot at the pool, but my guys, we going to the reservoir. And I was just like, for real? He was just like, you should just come shoot with us because we're having a barbecue. It's going to be a cool vibe and shit. I was like, all right. Nigga, that shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna cap. We got there and shit, man. And I was with my girl and shit. Motherfucking, you know, we went to the mall, cashed out, pulled up to the video. I had picked up one of my other homies and shit, and this nigga was like kind of hating and shit because I was like, bro, you want to come or not? And he like, man, this nigga got out and went and got on the motherfucking bus and missed the video. And I was just like, all right. But we got there and shit. And as soon as I stepped out the car, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a hard-ass video. And Nuck was already there with the other bro. And he was just literally like telling me like, all right, bro, so you come walk this way and we'll start rapping your verse and this and that. And then this shit was just crazy, bro. This shit was just crazy, bro. I was like, damn. I'll never forget this naked ass bitch jumped on me in my girl car and started twerking and shit. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, we couldn't put that in the video, but it was a hard ass video. Like, it was one of the best things that I was a part of. Not just because the video came out, but it was like came out hard, but it was just like because the vibe, the energy.
It was unique. I ain't never seen no one do it.
Yeah, man, just like how that old man came out out of nowhere, I'm telling you, but he thought that he literally thought we was like some motherfucking famous motherfuckers. Yeah. Which we are, but we're just famous out here. Yeah. But he just thought it was like a fucking a movie shoot or some shit. Like we was on set or some shit. And Nut was like, hold on, go right there, and start recording it, and it just happened like that. And
that girl started twerking on that one, man.
Yeah, bro, that shit was lit, bro. That shit was lit as fuck. That shit was one of the lit as fuck videos I've ever had, bro, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, that's real. Okay, all right, let's get into a couple of some interesting topics.
All right.
Unbiased. Who are like the top 3 or 5 besides yourself Colorado rappers that have the most potential?
Unbiased. Top 3 to 5. I would say right now, to me, top 5. I would say 100 Pack Savvy for shit show, bro. Keep doing your motherfucking thing. Don't let nobody tell you shit. Cause your music is hard as fuck. I would say G Realer. G Realer is going stupid right now. I like bro's music. I just like his funk sway. Yeah, I just like his motherfucking his sauce on that bitch. I like Jacob Campbell for sure. He did his thing at that Nuggets game and shit, and I hooped with bro just not too long ago. He's tight. He's tight. Hell yeah, he's tight. We fucked him up that day. For sure, they was mad. We was just at the little gym and shit.
Y'all gotta let me know. I'll pull up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we was hooping. But yeah, for sure. Jacob Campbell. Who else? I like Troy Good. I ain't gonna cap, bitch. I like his work ethic. Yeah. That's what is getting him on, cause he don't stop posting shit. He don't like every fucking hour I'm seeing some shit from this nigga, regardless. So yeah, I would say Troy Good, keep doing your thing, bro. And shit, Nina the Chris, Nina, is that how you say it? Nina Chris. Yeah. He's hard too. He's hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. He deserves everything that he got coming to him as far as his success with his music. So I don't know if that's 5 artists. Yeah, that's 5. There's a whole bunch of artists that I fuck with out here, like off the rip.
Hell yeah. Okay. Speaking of Troy Good though, he did come out with a very interesting statement that I posted, and it got the people going. he said verbatim, I'm the biggest rapper in Colorado, cry about it. How'd you feel about that when you saw
Oh
it?
yeah, I seen that shit. Shit, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Confidence is key.
Right.
It is. Confidence is key. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say Brody's like the biggest motherfucking top dog rapper in Colorado because statistically he's really not. I feel like the biggest rapper in that came out of Colorado was probably like Trev, because
his overall like impact
on the whole scene,
yeah.
and
he probably making the most money out of all of us.
Yeah, bro. He, you know, and he always you know, gave me advice where it's needed, or will you know, tell me some shit that I need to, you know, hear to get back focused on some shit. Or also I would say AP or who else is one of the biggest rappers out here? 10 of 10 Birds and the Bird Gang label. Like I like what Tenor does because it's not like he just raps and
he's a whole mogul.
Yeah, it's like he puts his niggas on, period. And that's what this shit's about. Like, you know, and he makes sure his niggas is good eating and oh bro, you wanna come to the video? Period. We pulling up and we doing this. So like I would say
one thing I've noticed about Tan is I never, you know, like seen him really talk down on like any rappers, any blogs. It don't matter if you black, white, Mexican, Asian, like he ain't never you feel me? Like he was always cool.
He did. I don't know. That's what I would say. Some of the biggest rappers are out here. Who else would I say? Goddamn. I don't know. Eband. Shit. Yeah, you know, we are the biggest rapper. I mean, shit. But that confidence is key. I can't sit here and be like, no, that nigga's not the biggest rapper because what this and that. Like that's how he feels. That's his feelings. That's his opinion. He has his fan base and he has his motherfucking credentials to, you know,
talk his shit.
To the bubble, you know, and talk his shit. Like so. Hey, Troy Good, keep doing your thing, bro. See you at the top, my nigga. I can't, you know, shit on my nigga's day. Yeah. I want to see bro win. He's tight. Sure.
How do you feel about the rapper list in Colorado? Honest opinion.
Rapper list in Colorado, which one are we talking about? All of them?
Yeah, just in general.
They be legit. It be the hottest, you know, that be getting posted. Literally, like, the hottest people that's making the most noise, doing what's right, or motherfucking, how would I say it? Just turning up and not giving a fuck what the next motherfucker has to say about it, you know? So, I don't know, I would say my favorite rappers is I would say Jacob Campbell, Polo, shout out to Polo Hilfiger, Honey Pack Savvy, I like Mac Diddy, Lil Mac Diddy from Colorado Springs, my nigga go hard as fuck. I like Trey Valentine, G Rilla, Tana, I like Trey AAA, what's that little nigga's name? Nina the Chris. I like Fuego Flames and shit. He be rocking his shit out all the time, all his shows. On that, with that shit. Nah, what he call that vampire mode shit?
Oh yeah.
That's my nigga though. That's my nigga. I like Big Grit, for sure. Big Grit. Shout out to Big Grit. Trace Chapman. It's Brazy.
A lot of heavy hitters.
Yep, I like Too Much TNT. Colorado Miracles new song is really that shit goes hard.
That's like I can see that going real mainstream.
That shit is hard, no cap. It's just catchy and it's just like a good vibe. It's just like bitches like it, niggas like it. How can you not like it? I don't know. I also like Trapping Trev. He's not from out here, but
he be going hard.
He's hard as fuck. Yeah, shit.
Okay.
KZ Hollywood, keep striving, my nigga. There's also a lot of artists I like, but those are the ones that come to mind at this time for me.
Okay. What do you have on the way? I know you just dropped, well, not just dropped, but over the past couple of years, you dropped the Eband Show 2 and the Saucetastic 2. So you got those 4 albums out. You pretty sure you have more than that too, right?
What do I got? I got Eband Show. I got Eband Show 2. Sauce-tastic 2. Which I just dropped in January. And then I like kind of just took a little break because my son, he was in the hospital. He just had a heart transplant.
My condolences on that.
Yeah, man. He's doing good, though. He's about to turn 1. Actually in like 2 days. So he fought through that shit and, you know, he's gonna be a monster. He's tight.
You got how many sons and how many daughters?
I got 3 daughters and I got 1 son. I got my oldest daughter and I got a set of twin daughters.
Oh, that's lit.
Love the fuck out they ass. And then I got my youngest son. He's about to be 1. He's about to be 1 on Saturday. So.
Was it cool having a son?
Hell yeah, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. He's tight, bro. He's always been tight. But yeah, that heart's, you know, he was diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy or some shit.
Yeah.
And he was on life support. He like died twice and shit was scary. I ain't even gonna cap, but everything worked, you know, all the obstacles work out in your good at the end of the day. So it's good to just be able to, you know, see him doing this thing and about to be 1. He just started walking on me and shit. I'm just like, man, I'm loving it.
That's dope.
But
I wish you best with all that, man.
For sure, so I appreciate that, bro. For real.
I seen you post about it too. I seen that shit made me kind of tear up a little bit. I was like,
yeah, bro, it was very hard, bro. Very hard situation. But you know, it made me better as a person. Period. It just made me stay strong, especially through the bullshit. Stay undefeated and keep stepping through the storm. But yeah, I dropped Sauce-tastic 2 in January. And then that was kind of like when all that shit was going on as far as my son. So my next shit, I'm about to drop an EP. It's called Relentless Bands. It's gonna be nice, like 4 songs, nice shit. All produced by Zuri Gold. Shout out to Zuri Gold. He's a dope ass producer. And then my next shit, I'm gonna drop probably Eband Show 3 here in the fucking probably sometime in the summer. I don't know, you know, sometime. I've been got a little something up my sleeve, so. Yeah, I'm excited to, you know, work and keep working, keep doing my thing, stay motivated. If I can motivate or be a blessing to somebody else, then, you know, I'm doing my job, you know. So I'm, you know, keeping everybody, you know, it's time to come together, you know. I wanna see the city win as a collective, regardless, you know. That's one thing Sauce Walka told me. He was just like, niggas ain't winning out here because niggas ain't don't want to work together, and niggas don't want to come together, and it seems like there's a lot of hate, and it's not a popularity contest. It's a motherfucking, you know, it's a business. It really is. It's the music business, you know, not music fun. So, I mean, it's fun to make music, you know, but if niggas really want to get on, then, you know, it's going to be about, not even if you're not coming together, but at least, you know, staying focused and staying inspired, staying out that negative ass shit. You know, it sucks that a motherfucker can't go out to the club and shit without that shit getting smoked up every motherfucking time or some shit. When people just want to come, you know, and yeah, like people just want to come and have a cool time and, you know, play some music. Like, I encourage the artists out here to start going to the club and getting your music played and shit. That's something that's gonna get you exposure and tap in with the DJs and
shout out Squizzy.
Yeah.
Shout out K-Town. Okay.
For sure.
Well, yeah. Speaking of which, you know, shout out TSF. They came to Colorado over the summer. I swear we were with them almost the whole weekend. It seemed like I kept seeing you.
Yeah.
You did a song with Lucci P.
Yeah, shout out Lucci P. Shout out the whole TSF.
Jeffy was on that, right? Or
Bankroll Hefe. He was on that with me. Yeah. No, you good.
Funny story, I actually ran into him before I even started the Mile High Minute, like 2016, 2015, I want to say, when I was just selling vintage clothes.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if he told you that, but he copped some clothes on me a while, like before the Mile High Minute. But that's besides the point. As far as the Sauce Walka shit goes, like, you just brought up something you learned from him, but how do you feel like TSF kind of had an impact when they came to Denver? And what did you respect about them actually coming and tapping in with everyone, which you don't really see a lot of times with major Colorado artists? Like, and what was it like meeting with Sauce and learning and just the overall experience?
I would say the TSF shit was a perfect, networking situation for everybody. And just put Colorado on with more exposure. Sauce Walka hit me up after cause I was pumping out that Face Tatts video, and he ended up hitting me in the DM. It's like, bro, your shit is hard. Let's work. And he was giving me prices and all this shit. And at the time, I was just like, man, I don't know if I'm trying to pay that to work. But at the end of the day, it's about investing in yourself.
Right.
But when they came out here last summer and shit, at first I was just like, I was trying to just link up with them and shit, and but there were so many motherfuckers hitting them up and doing this and doing that. So I was like, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to work with them. And then something in my head was telling me like, nah, you about to be able to link with these niggas. And then it was like the next day or two, Gucci P, he hit me up and was like, hey man, I fuck with your shit, and Big Boy was telling me about you, so let's work. And I was like, bet, and pulled up to the studio. I was with KZ and Hefe, and that shit low-key changed my life. Yep. That was Go Boys. Yep. That shit changed my life though, because Sauce Walka, he's a motherfucking millionaire and six figure, making six figures and shit. But when you meet him, it's cool as fuck because he's just like a regular person, just like the regular. Yeah, and there was a point in the night where we was just sitting there. It was me, him, and KZ and Hefe, and nobody else was in the studio or nothing. It was just us four, and he was just talking, giving us knowledge and just treating us like we're his bros and shit. And Gucci P too, I could hit Gucci P up right now. That's like one of my niggas. But they was just showing mad love. And I got, my mom stays in Houston, Texas, so, they tapped in with me. We did this song and shit, and these niggas had fucking, what the fuck they had? Lamb chops and macaroni and greens and shit. We was just cool, and it was just a cool ass vibe. I couldn't complain. There was nothing that, there was no hate in the room. Everybody, niggas was over here playing video games. Yeah, and smoking. Yeah, shout out Miss Megan. Shout out whole TSF. Sauce Wood winning. Gucci P, Sauce Walka, Sockway Sauce. Goddamn.
Mike Deezy.
Yep, Mike Deezy 4-4, TSF 1 Punch. All them niggas, man. They were showing love. Yep, Sauce Samurai. They was
J-Rag.
J-Rag, yep, he recorded me when they came back out here. Yep. But that's what I'm saying, just building relationships with people like that is essential, because at that point I was just like, damn, I'm actually doing a good job as an artist. And I knew, because after the video had came out and everything, there's people congratulating me, super like, man, you doing a fucking good job. I like the song with the whoop, and I was like, thank you. And then
it was stuck in my head for a minute. I ain't gonna lie when I first dropped that.
And then there was like other people just hating and shit, like some niggas I grew up with and shit, and just like, man, you just paid for a feature, so that's why you got on it, blah 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 blah.
That's what comes with it when you start getting.
Yeah, and I was just thinking like, bro, like, how can you hate on me? Like even
investing in a business, like,
right, and it's like even the biggest artists out here you know, Lil Baby and all them niggas and whoever you could think of, they pay for some features too sometimes. Right. Everything, you know, you can't...
Just get a free feature.
Yeah. Shit's not fucking free.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Especially when you fucking with people like that.
Shit, I had to pay Lil Reese to do an interview with him. He wasn't going to just hop on a mom.
Yeah, bro. Like, shit's not free, but at the end of the day, I can't sit here and... if a nigga hating on me for doing that, like... That's investing in myself, so it's just like, why would I not invest in myself to make somebody else happy or,
right.
You know, like, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do at the end of the day, you know, I make my motherfucking money and I'm going to spend it on what the fuck I want to spend it on, regardless, so. But yeah, they came back out in March and Bucci hit me up, you know, they let me slide to the hotel room, they had the studio in there. J-Rag was in there, the whole TSF was in there, and we just rocked out on some music and shit again, you know, and then rocked out the show. You know, they personally invited me this time, and I was just like, fuck yeah, you know, that shit was...
built that connection.
That connection, yeah, that shit was...
People don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I built that connection with them niggas, and that's, you know, it is what it is, like... That shit is just gonna keep going up. Bucci P's gonna be on my EP coming up, so you know I hope everybody like it. That shit gonna be hard as fuck. I'm excited to just see what's next as far as the music scene in Colorado, but just to also see, you know, how I could push myself more to be a better artist, you know, or even if I could push the next artist to do better, you know, and go up, you know, that's something that we all need. You feel me?
So. No, that's real. Oh yeah, well I appreciate you sharing that story because I feel like a lot of people could get some game off that.
Yeah, build relationships and fucking stay humble because you just gotta stay down to come up. You never know when your turn is. So just wait till you get your turn and it's gonna go up. Period. You feel me?
That's real. Okay, man. Well, this has been a legendary interview.
For shit show. Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem. I appreciate you for coming.
For shit show, bro. All the time. Yeah, we got to go up.
Yeah.
Let me make my little shout outs real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the artists I named. Fucking Jacob Campbell, Polo, Savvy, Mac Diddy, Trey Valentine, G Rilla, Tanner, Trey AAA, KZ, Fuego Flames, Trev, AP, Troy Good, Nina the Chris. Big Grit, shout out to Nut Fate, shout out to Forever Lazy Film, shout out to Nady FX, Trace Chapman, It's Brazy, Colorado Miracle, Too Much TNT, Trappin' Trev, Free Brand Mike Fofo, the whole TSF gang. Shout out to all my niggas who've been supporting me. You know, I just want to be around people who support me and have my best interests. So shout out to people who actually fuck with me for real. And if you don't, then shit, fuck you. Shit, I just want to see motherfuckers win. Shout out to My High Minute. Shout out to all the blogs out here doing their thing. Shout out to all my producers. Zuri Gold. Fucking shout out to Rye Bread, Tropics Beats. Fucking Treezy Made It. All y'all niggas keep staying motivated and stay inspired. Keep, you know what I'm saying, making this shit happen. Shout out to all the Colorado artists, Aurora. I don't give a fuck if you're in Boulder. I don't give a fuck if you're in the Springs or Greeley or the Bells. Fucking anywhere, everywhere. Just keep, you know what I'm saying, keep staying motivated, keep doing your thing. And we gonna all motherfucking win in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look out for my new shit. Relentless Bands dropping very soon. Probably here in a couple weeks or something. And I got a couple more things up my sleeve, so y'all look out for me. Follow me on goddamn Instagram, Saucetastic Ebands 817, or follow me at goddamn, follow me on the gram. Same thing on Twitter, and we going up. We going up. We going up. I can't wait to see what the scene is about to bring, for real.
Hell yeah! If there was one thing I learned from this interview, but your energy in general, that I feel like a lot of Colorado artists and moguls in the music scene could pick up from you, is show love, man. Quit hating on the next man. Quit trying to knock, collaborate and shit. Show love, man.
Period.
Like you gave a lot of flowers to a lot of people. You're the only artist that I ever knew that came with literally a list of people you was giving flowers to. Like, a lot of times artists they won't even shout out one other person when I interview them. So I respect that, man. And a lot of artists, y'all need to learn and pick that shit up, because that's really how you grow, man. When you show love and you manifest positive energy and you ain't hating and praying on people's downfall, you gonna win in life, man. All that hating shit ain't gonna get you nowhere but the basement. Facts.
Facts, man. Yeah, facts, man. For real. Shout out to goddamn Tina and Bird Gang and Honey Round Honcho. I like the audio tapes. I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, and goddamn, it's time to go up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go up regardless. And shout out to My High Motherfucking Minute. Like I said, the #1 podcast, #1 blog in the motherfucking city. So it was a pleasure, my nigga, for real. Real shit, bro. We gonna keep doing, you know.
Yeah.
We gonna keep doing shit like this, and I encourage every artist to tap in and do some shit, you know. Step out your comfort zone, and it's time to eat.
Yeah.
Period.
Do some interviews, do some blogging. I ain't finna get on no fast shit, I promise. Shout out the sponsor of today's video, 3M Water. Go get that hydration for the go-getters. If you are a go-getter, if you're not a go-getter, then I don't know what to tell you. Shout out Dream Space Studios.
Facts.
Man, this environment, the sound quality, the engineering quality, shout out Jack, the aesthetic, all that, man, this shit is crazy, man. I ain't never seen a studio like this in Denver, so shout out them.
Shout out Dream Space, them niggas.
Man, I was gonna say, give me a shout from All High Minute, and I usually have to ask artists, but you already gave me a couple shouts, so shit, I appreciate you, bro. You know
man, you already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? This won't be the last time.
Hell yeah. First, not the last.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's not the first time linking, but first interview, not the last interview. Not the first appearance on All High Minute, though, so go watch that TSF Takes Denver vlog if you want to see some more Ebands. But anyways, make sure y'all go follow Ebands. All links will be in the description. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that. Make sure y'all go follow All High Minute on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Links will be in the description. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Comment down below which artist you want to see next on the All High Minute. If they from Colorado, if they from Cali, Atlanta, Chicago, wherever, let me know. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I think that just about wraps it up, man. Make sure y'all go follow Ebands again, All High Minute, all that, man. Big things coming. All High Minute, #1 podcast in the universe. We'll be out.
It's going up.